Welcome to Pollen Weather by Pollen Wise App. It's Thursday, October 1st. I'm Landon Bunderson, and this is the place for daily allergy news and forecasts. We've got record heat in the southwest. Southern California is going to be 10 to 20 degrees above average. That means more red flag warnings, which is increased risk of fire. Over in the Midwest, it's going to be 10 to 15 degrees below average. But looking at our overnight low temperature map from last night, those lower than average temperatures didn't translate to frost. Just a reminder, if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. Over on the pollen forecast map, we've got a smattering of rain possible in the Great Lakes states. Otherwise, there's no relief from pollen and mold today in the form of rain. Ragweed Alley is going to be very active for pollen today. That's the center of the country from Iowa down to Texas. There's a lot of ragweed and fall elm from Oklahoma southward. We've got an interesting variation over a short distance on the front range of Colorado. Boulder and northward are forecasted to hit the 90s, while Denver proper is going to be in the high 40s. We're just seeing some more sagebrush pollen right now in the north and west part of the front range. Things should even out in a couple of days. Phoenix is going to see another very high day, as is Birmingham, Alabama. The East Coast is still drying out, so levels will be low to moderate today. And it's nice to see fewer red numbers out west in general. The mold forecast is calling for an extremely high day in Oklahoma City. 100 on the mold index. Mold has been very high in Oklahoma City for the last few days, but today will be extra very high. Very high mold in the Central Valley of California as farmers are out in the fields harvesting or plowing, getting ready for the next crop. There's just a lot of mold spores in the soil, and when you turn it over, when you get out there, you kick up a lot of mold. High mold around much of the country. Atlanta and the south have low mold right now, but considering the wet weather and dry forecast, that's a recipe for high mold in the very near future. The air quality map is showing a less than stellar day for the south, the northeast, and west coast. I can't imagine the horrible air quality that Californians have gone through for the last couple of months. Hopefully rain comes soon. Today's feature is our bar graph race from yesterday afternoon from 1 to 5 p.m. Central Time. The top cities for this period hover between 2 and 3,000 pollen grains per cubic meter, very high on our index. Dallas and Salt Lake City start out on top, then Phoenix and Las Vegas, after which Salt Lake City, then Phoenix, and then San Francisco finishes on top at 5 p.m. Central Time. This is just a good reminder that levels vary greatly throughout the day, and you should definitely download the Pollen Wise app and follow those hourly counts. Thanks for listening. Remember, you can find previous episodes on the Pollen Channel on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the Pollen Wise app, the only place for real hourly pollen and mold counts.